Hey YouTube, Southwest252 here with another video. This time it is of the Gemini jets, JetBlue Airways, Airbus A220-300 and 1/400 scale. Before I get into the review, I would just like to say I'd really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'll start off with the box. You've got your regular Gemini Jets blue standard box with the flap on the front. You've got the Gemini Jets logo top left, made for collectors by collectors. There is the computer-generated image of this aircraft. You've got Airbus A220-300, JetBlue, 1/400 scale die-cast model aircraft. There's where the model would be inside. And you can pause and read the information about the Airbus A220-300 and the specifications about this aircraft. On the bottom of the box, you've got the Gemini Jets logo, 1/400 scale die-cast model, and all of the other details. You've got the Gemini Jets logo. Item number of this model is GJJBU2182. It's another CGI image. On the top of the box, it says adult collectible model. Warning, contains small parts unsuitable for children under 14 years of age. And then the right side is the same as the left side. Then on the back of the box, you've got the aircraft climbing, the CGI of the aircraft climbing, the as well as it gets features, which you can pause and read. And don't forget to check out the Gemini Jets social media. And this is a 2023 Gemini Jets release. That's all for the box, and now for the model. So JetBlue's had this in their fleet for, I think, over 2 years now, so I'm glad that Gemini Jets is finally releasing this. I've been wanting this model for such a long time, and some thoughts on it before I go over it. I do think this model is actually pretty nicely done. There's a couple small things, like the wings are a little bit too high of the angle, and then the nose gear is a little too tall. But other than that, I think it's pretty good, and now I'll get into it. So you do have the nose cone painted down here at the front. You've got all the pitot tubes and other details painted on the nose as well. You've got the cockpit windows. You have the aircraft title, which is Dreaming of a Blue Era. You've got the fleet number 3044 on the gear door, and then the nose gear. All the gears are rubber and do roll. You do also have an emergency hatch on top of the cockpit there. You've got your L1 door down there at the front, JetBlue billboard titles. You've got the Fly-Fi, Wi-Fi logo right by that door. You've got your antenna on top there. You've got your over-wing emergency escape routes and doors over the wings. And then your wings on the outside for the A220. It's the standard, just solid dark blue. But on the inside, you do have the Hop's tail design on the inside of the winglets too, which I think is a very nice touch. It's like how they do it for their A321 LR with the streamer's tail. You do have the JetBlue.com written on the engines. There's all your other views of the engines. I am actually noticing the engines might be pitched up slightly as well, at least that one. There's the inside view of the engines. Then you move towards the back, you've got a couple more antennas. You have the Wi-Fi dome there. You have the American flag and then the registration at the back, which is November 3044 Juliet. And then it does say Airbus A220-300 there as well. Then you have the Hops to design on the tail there, JetBlue written on it. And then the right side is pretty much identical, just with the cargo and luggage doors right there beneath the U in the front and in the back to the bottom right of that registration. So here is the front view of this aircraft. Here's the right side. And so it looks like it's just the left wing that's affected by the angle issue. So not both sides. There is the the rear view. There's the left side. Here's the top view. And here's the bottom. So you do have your nose gear at the front, nose cone. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There you go. You have other gear doors painted on. Nose gear, again, all the gears are rubber and do roll. You've got the standard details for the belly. You have the stand hole right in the middle. You've got your main gears underneath the engines and wings. There are no antennas on the bottom. You have your Gemini Jets logo there, kind of towards the back. And then you have all the way at the back your doors for the APU itself, all the stabilizers, all that. And then that is it for the model. Like I said before, there are a couple quality control issues with this model, kind of slight ones, like the wing elevation a little bit on the left side, the engine pointed up on the left a little, and the nose gear is a little too tall. So I'll be taking off half a point for each of those. That's going to give this model a score of 28.5 out of 30, but overall it's not a bad job at all. I'm actually kind of impressed with this model still. I do think this is a great model, so if you're a JetBlue collector, definitely get this because JetBlue is going to be getting a lot more. And so those are my thoughts on this model, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you're new. And once again, I'd really appreciate it if you could check out my Instagram. The link for that is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
We would like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-700 series aircraft. You're looking at the Southwest Airlines bestseller. It's a safety information card. It's in the seat pocket in front of you. It works as a fan for no extra charge. You're welcome. And it reads as a comic book. It has a lot of short stories. None of them ends well. Absolutely.